Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I've got a really cute cracker and treat box tutorial for you. Now this little Christmas cracker is made with Stampin' Up! Cracker and treat box dies. I think that this is just a brilliant die. First of all, the cracker's cute, but look at the little wingman die set that comes along with it. So Stampin' Up! Did not waste a single cent of your money. When they produce these dies, they pay by how much metal is needed, and then therefore they price it based on how much metal is needed. And so look at this, we got this great die, but they did not waste a single bit of material. It also has word windows. There's 5 word windows, one of which has got a little piercing detail, 2 tags, and then these fun little heart and star dies that can be put in with your cracker and treat to make a little window. And any of these little word windows can be put in with your cracker and treat to make a little peekaboo window, or they can be used for sentiments, for embellishments. It's just really a fantastic value and a really cool die set. Die sets are on sale as part of the seasonal sale. So if you're watching me today, the sales go until the 18th. So today is the final day of the seasonal sale. Pick up the cracker and treat box for 20% off. We're using the Snowman Magic Bundle here too. It's a brand new bundle for me and I just love it. Let's start by cutting our little cracker treat box. I've got some Santa Express Designer Series paper here, and I think this is 6 by 5. So you're going to get 4 out of a Designer Series, a 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Let's go ahead and send this through. If you've got a directional paper with this cracker and treat box, you do want to keep that in mind before you cut your initial 5 by 6 piece. This die is doing all the cutting and scoring for this treat box for us. And the best part, I think, is the cute little scallopy edge. It makes a nice detail. Now, all these little diamonds would make a very cute quilted background for a coordinating card. So hold on to these, because when you lay them out on your card, you get kind of a argyle. It's definitely one of those scraps that's a keeper scrap. Put them in a bag, save all your different holiday colored ones, and make some card backgrounds with those. All right, we're going to assemble this box. We're going to need some tear and tape and a bone folder, and then we're going to close it up with gingham ribbon. My best tip for you is, if you're making this box from Designer Series paper, is to take your bone folder and fold it and burnish every one of the score lines inside out first. Designer Series paper can tend to crack, and especially in dry weather. It's really dry here and I'm getting a lot of cracking, but I'd rather have the hill on the inside of the box cracked than the pattern on the outside of the box. And it really does minimize it. So you can still see a little bit of it in this shaded spruce Designer Series paper, but you'll really minimize the Designer Series paper cracking. It's going to crack, but you'll minimize how it shows from the outside if you first fold and burnish with the bone folder. So we've done all of our horizontal. Now let's do our vertical ones. They're going to go across those little diamonds. We want to burnish those too. And that will minimize the look of cracking on the outside of your treat. Now let's add some tear and tape. You want to do the tear and tape in 3 pieces. You're going to go across the main body of the box, and then on each of the little triangle ends. Take your pick tool and remove. And I like to remove the liners all at once here. You could line up the center and then remove the liners from the small triangles and then line them up so all your scallops line up perfectly. It's up to you how you do it. I'm going to assemble it in that way so that my center goes together first, and you'll see that I'm not folding and burnishing it the other way. I'm just bringing it around as much as I have to, so that again, we're minimizing any cracking. And especially in dry weather, you guys, it's just the nature of designer series paper, because it's printed and paper is fibrous, you're going to have some cracking sometimes. So you'll see I'm lining up this center segment first, and then I'm going to burnish that. Now I'll go back and line up each of my ends, and I want to line it up so that my scallops line up really nicely. So I'll do one at a time, and then just pinch those guys. That's it. There's your cracker and treat box. Now we can tie one end. I'm going to tie the bottom end, and we can fill it up. And then we'll tie the top end with a tag. Super simple, cute. These would make great table favors. These kind of cracker boxes, I've done them with the punch boxes or with the punch boards. They sell fantastic at markets and craft fairs in my area. Really a cool treat box, and people notice. They make great table favors too. Put one on each plate for your holiday setting, and why not do it while the die is 20% off? You've got just a couple of hours at the filming of this video to take advantage. All right, so there's our bottom. You can tie them together with twine if you like to. Let me just snip that away from the spool. And then I'm going to show you, we got another video coming next week, but it'll be after the die sale. So just let me show you really quick. So there's our 5-sided treat. We'll fill it and then tie it closed with a tag. But let me show you the same cracker and treat box. We've modified it to be a 4-sided cracker, so it almost looks more like a candy. And a little tray. If you're a demonstrator, you might recognize this project. There's an Easter one in the new celebration brochure, and I just thought it was brilliant and couldn't wait to show you. So next week I'll do the how-to video, but this is the same cracker and treat box, the same Snowman Magic Bundle, but these 4 have a square shape, and I tied them up with a little bit of baker's twine. So whether you did that and just added a little snowman tag or one little snowman on here, or you put them like I did in the box and then tie them up with a little bit of ribbon and a tag, this cracker and treat box is really super versatile. The 4-sided one is a modification. You just cut the designer series paper. You just cut the designer series paper and then cut one of the panels off, and you'll get this cute little 4-sided. And then the measurements for the little box and the tutorial will be coming next week. And just tie them up with a little ribbon and a tag, and you've got an awesome gift. So as individuals, they make great table favors, one for everybody at the office. You could put one snowman on each of the crackers, or give them all together like as a montage with the little tray and the tag. There we go. Pretty cute, huh? All right, enough about that one. Let's get back to finishing our cracker and treat box the way that it's designed. It's a 5-sided little treat. I'm going to slide everything aside just for a second. Let's see if I can keep my sample in the picture here. We're gonna do some stamping. Snowman Magic is a photopolymer stamp set. So let's get our Stampin' Pierce mat and some ink pads. I've got Poppy Parade, Shaded Spruce, and Memento Tuxedo Black. Scrap of basic white. Let's make our snowman. I want to show you this. So there's our little snowman who's got little kind of closed eyes and a sweet smile, a top hat. We're going to do this guy just a little bit different to show some of the variety that comes with this mix and match stamp set. So we got our snowman. This guy is going to have a cute little open eye face, open eye smiley face. That faces the other direction, you'll notice. So your snowmans can be made to face each other and look at each other. So there's the different face. Now we're gonna do a little bit different hat this time. I've got a cute little beanie hat. I'm gonna do that in Shaded Spruce. And then the scarf in Poppy Parade. The nice part about it is this is really all the stamping that you need to do for this cracker box. Couple of passes through the die cut machine, you'll have the rest of the pieces, the tag and stuff, and so it will make fast multiples. If you need, 25 of these for the office, this is not a bad way to go. Get a lot of oomph here for your time. All right, we're going to pop that through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but we also need a little tree and some arms. So I'm going to trim this away so you can fit as much in one pass as we can. Grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. Got some soft suede for the arms and some shaded spruce for a tree. Cutie. All right, I got my hat, scarf, and snowman. Now, I also did ahead of time 2 tags and a little D rounder. So if you did this with 1 tag instead of 2, you could cut your tag and your D rounder. This is everything you need for the treat box in one pass. If you are going to do the little matted tags, you'd need to go 2 passes through the machine. But if you just did a single tag with the snowflake behind, 1 pass per treat. So these really would mass produce pretty quickly if you wanted them for table favors, craft fairs, or if you wanted to send one with the kids for all the teachers or bring one to all your co-workers. It's a pretty manageable treat to make lots. All right, let's grab our little dies here. We don't want to lose those adorable little arms. I can't even, they're so cute. Depending on how many of these you had to make, if you're mass producing, you might leave the arms off. Your little snowman would be just as cute without the little arms, just depending on how many you're making. The details are great, but if you're making 120 of them, then maybe you'd leave the little arms off. They're so simple to glue on, though. I can't wait to show you. Let's slide this aside. I don't want to lose those little arms and put them on a magnet. I'm going to put a little bit of orange. Got my Stampin' Blend marker, and I'm going to color the nose. Super simple. Let's do some gluing. I'm going to add the scarf and hat. Now here's a little tip for you too. Put the glue on your scarf and then take the hat. Use the very edge, just the brim of the hat, and you can use it to pick up and spread the glue around a little bit on the scarf. That way you don't have any oozy glue anywhere. Nice and tidy, no sticky fingers. Works out really well. All right, there's our snowman for his arms. I like to put the arms face up on the table and then add the tiniest little dot of glue. Hold its hand, dot of glue. Hold its hand and put a dot of glue on the little glue tab. Then what I'll do is bring my snowman to the little arm and pick it up in the position where I want it to glue. See, second little arm. That one's going to go out to the side a little bit. And so we'll put just like that. So pretty simple. Bring our tags back in. These were done with the TaylorMade Tags dies. So this is another die set that is on sale 20% off today. All the dies from the annual catalog, by the way. And this is probably my favorite current Stampin' Up! Die set. We did the smallest little clipped corner tag and the D. This is Poppy Parade. And we've got basic white and basic black. I'm going to adhere these together. A little glue on the back of my white tag. And adhere to the black one like a mat. Just line up the hole at the top of the tag. Little glue on the back of the reinforcer here. If you're making a lot of these, do the little reinforcer with adhesive sheets. And then you can just peel and stick, which would make that so fast. Now our tree, I'm going to go just down the center with some glue and pop that on the tag. Adorable. Let's bring our wonderful snowflakes in here. So these are wonderful snowflakes. They are on the Stampin' Up! Retirement list. They're going away while supplies last here, coming up soon. They're a pearl snowflake, laser cut. The finish is slick, and it throws kind of an opal shine. You're going to have lots of big scraps of that, so you can die cut some smaller snowflakes from the scraps. The back side is porous, so you can sponge that or ink that, splash it, and do all kinds of fun techniques with it. We're going to use the pearl side, and we're going to add a little bit of glue to the center, and then we're going to put it so that our tag is kind of centered by it. Pretty cool. I need a little dimensionals. We're going to pop that snowman up. He's so cute. Let's draw some attention by adding some dimensionals. I like to do one dimensional cut in half, and then I put it on the back of him so that it crosses over his hat, kind of further secures those two pieces. And then one on the body. And we'll pop this guy on the tag. So cute. Let's grab some black and white gingham, our treat box, our sample, and now our treat. Wait till you see this. Another thing. So if you're thinking about doing these for an event, for one for everybody as your favors, for markets, these are just the cutest little treats, and they don't cost much either. They're little Palmer candies. They're snowman heads. Now, Palmer, as in the past, sold these in the little mesh bags, like the Cole. So you can get like a 3 to 4 pound or 3 to 4 ounce bag with the snowman heads in them. I've also found them lots of times in the big assorted packs that you can find at your discount store. So this is the one that mine came out of. Now, these are from last year or 2 years ago. I keep them around as props because Palmer's pretty well consistently offers the same things over and over again, and you can shop online with Palmer's. I believe they're in your discount stores and Dollar Trees and stuff. So mine is from a couple years ago. Don't go looking for exactly that bag, but I got mine at Meijer, and it fits 5 of these. And if you're going to do the modified with the 4-sided one, it fits 4 of those little candies. All right, we're going to first wrap the end like we did at the bottom. We're going to do it at the top, and we're going to wrap, and we're going to tie that anchor knot and kind of secure the package. Let the cracker close around the candy. Give it a little shake if you need to, and pull it closed. Now you'll see that I've got about from the tip of my longest finger, my middle finger, past the palm of my hand. So I don't know exactly what that is in ribbon, but it ends up being just about perfect for tying without a lot of waste. So, and you know, your hands might be a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, and you can adjust that after, but it's a pretty good measuring tool, and you won't have any waste this way, or very little waste. Now we've cut away from the spool and we've got both ends. I'm going to bring both tails through the tag and then pull all the way to the end. Then I'll loop. So we've got one tail up, one tail down, loop up, over the top, tuck, and pull. We've got a nice loopy bow for the top of our cracker too. And we can adjust a little and trim the tails. Not exactly as perfect as tying off the spool. A little bit more waste than I usually have, but still not a lot goes into the garbage with that measurement. And there is our second cracker and treat. All right, you guys, be sure to check out the seasonal sale. You can shop